I'm Jen Page.
And I'm John Curtis. And we are two nerds in a garage.
In a freaking garage. Still.
Say frickin'?
I've got such bad cabin fever.
Oh, yeah. Hi, nerds. Still
Good
quarantined.
morning, nerds.
As if you couldn't
Blah.
tell.
Is there like a same thing? You know how Christmas has a bah humbug? Is there a quarantine word I can start using?
No, but let's come up with a quarantine sound.
No.
No.
Jason Smith. I'm guessing John messed something up with the broadcast.
No, man. By the way, we're testing audio. Did you hear the drum there just now? Asking for a friend. Are we doing live on the Facebooks?
It's live on the Facebooks too. You can share. You can share that
Sharing
Facebook
it.
page directly.
You guys would like to share it.
I need a word. I need a word that says bah humbug quarantine.
How about
Chris and Jason said they hear the sound effects.
yay? Hello, Mr.
Just please don't use an air horn effect, Chris says. Actually, Chris, we need help with some effects because he has the stupidest things. It's just stupid.
Well, they're preset. The only thing we have is nerd news, which is really cool because of you. Thank you.
Is it really?
So why am I wearing this shirt with my name on it?
I actually would like to know why you're wearing this stupid shirt.
Okay. So Papa Day is coming up June 21st. This was my dad's shirt, who shared my same name. This is him. And on the bottom, it says, like I give a flying fart. And Dad used to wear this every now and then and make us laugh. So I'm wearing my dad's angry duck, like I give a flying fart shirt in honor of Father's Day and my late dad.
Crap. Now I can't hate it like
I That's what I was going for.
Although you do look good. You have, like your muscles are showing really well.
All right. What do we got for
Good morning, Brian McKee.
Good morning.
He said it looks like a shirt from the 70s.
Yes.
I actually like the retro style.
Well, that was
I'm just not a fan of your name branded on your chest.
But it was Dad's shirt.
Giant weird duck.
The giant weird duck is indicative. This was representative of my dad. If anyone my sister's watching this, this was him. That was my dad. You get this from me, like when I'm gaming.
Oh, no, I get angry duck. I don't give a. You give a lot of farts when you're gaming. You give too many farts.
Speaking of gaming, we need to download Fortnite again.
Why? Because there's a new season.
There's a new season.
Same crap, different day.
No, there's one thing I think we need to investigate.
What?
Sharks.
What?
Exactly.
Tell me it's not a Sharknado scenario.
No, I don't know. It said you got to fight sharks. So I'm all in. I think there's a shark simulator out there right now, too. Anyone play that?
It's so dumb.
No, it's not.
I really I have
awesome.
Serious quarantine blues, man.
Tell her a joke, please.
Give me something. Give me something to believe in.
I thought of a dirty chicken cross the road joke.
Jason said it is the same crap. Same crap.
Oh, for Fortnite?
Different day.
It is not. We must investigate. Thank you. We will.
It's going to take us like 2 hours to get the game back up and running, and then we're going to play it for maybe 10 minutes.
So it's worth
it.
Hey, quarantine, what do you got to do?
Play Realm Royale instead.
All right. We can get angry that way, like we always do.
Yeah, yesterday we were playing Realm Royale, and we try to play with squads, which when our squad isn't there, it's random people.
Yes.
So it's the two of us and two random people who rarely ever actually play. So it ends up being the two of us against squads. I don't know why we don't just play duos. And then he gets mad when it's the end and it's like 3 teams left, a team of 4, and us in the middle of like an open field. It's not like we're even in buildings.
We should take them.
He gets so mad that we lost.
We can do it.
I'm surprised we lasted this long.
You're the best around.
We're going to do a Realm Royale training sequence.
Yes. We need to do a montage of our Realm Royale playing, but in like training mode.
Yeah, this is our quarantine life, guys. If you're as bored as I am right now, that's my life. What are you guys doing to entertain
Restaurants
yourselves?
are supposedly back open, even though Florida, they just closed all the bars again after a week. And that COVID, man, it's out there. I got family members that just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay away from the COVID, people.
Jason says, "What's Moby Dick's father's name?" I'm not going to read that on our air. It's dirty.
I will. Papa Boner.
Good morning, Mama Curtis. How
Oh,
are
hi,
you?
Mom. Thanks, Jason. Thanks.
Brian says he will check out the crap, but won't. Oh, you will check out that crap, but won't watch the Santa Claus.
I'm trying.
He's not trying very hard. He's never walked in.
You know what?
And
I gave up because you crushed my soul
he never
when you said
walked in and said, "Here, let's watch this DVD." Or
there were
"Here,
at
put
least
on
2
Disney
different
Plus,"
occasions.
or just start playing it. And
Now
I'm
I
like,
know there's at least 2 occasions, maybe more, where I was like, "Let's just watch Santa Claus." You're like, "No, we gotta wait for Christmas." Once
No,
was for the
I
DVD,
more said
and then
like,
once when we were browsing on Disney Plus, I'm like, "Let's just
no,
watch
what
it."
I said was, "You watch it."
That's not cool. You know that's not cool. We gotta watch it together. 2 nerds.
But I've seen it multiple times, and it's my Christmas movie.
I've seen The Matrix multiple times. I watched it with you.
Yeah, you friggin' made me watch it.
But you liked it.
Eh.
We still need to finish
Old
the trilogy.
News. Chris, at the moment, I'm sitting in my car while my house is cleaned. You don't want to be in the house with the person cleaning it.
You're waiting in your car.
So many questions.
Well, go somewhere.
Well, he doesn't want to leave the person cleaning his house, though.
I mean, that's essentially you've left. They can
Right.
do anything they want.
They're robbing your place.
They can do anything they want.
Right
And they're sniffing your underwear.
They're trying them on.
You were in your car, underwear sniffed. Is he still in his car? Yes. Let's sniff his underwear.
It's always awkward when we have our housekeeper people come over. What do we even call them? We call them maids, but like, is there a better term than that?
It's very first world.
I know. Well, when they come over, it's always awkward because there's like a house full of us, like 4 people in the house plus dogs, and we're just like, "Yep, we're just gonna play here until you come vacuum under our feet."
I honestly want to. Maybe going in the car is the right idea because I'm gaming and I'm like, they're gonna clean the area where I'm gaming eventually. I need to move eventually.
That's the one way I get him off the couch.
Oh my God! Really? Oh, you're happier now. Game shaming me.
Brian says you need to be the supportive wife. I'm very supportive. I let him play video games.
I thought he was talking to me.
No, about Santa Claus. I'm supposed to watch it with you to be supportive. You know what it is, Brian? Here's what I think it is. I'm always worried that we're going to watch it and he's going to just make up issues he has with it.
What? Why would I do that? When have I done that with any movie we've ever seen?
All the time.
What? Name one.
It's so many. I can't even pull one to my brain.
Shocking.
Shocking. That's it. I'm going to start recording you when you do it.
Please.
Play it back for nerds.
Oh, don't do that. Secret recordings are never good. Although I wanted to do something on air live right now that you don't know about.
Okay. But first, can I mention that Chris Edgar says he would be kind of flattered?
To what? Oh, the underwear sniffed. I mean,
Edgar, there's a whole new level to you that I just appreciate so much right now.
Is it out of the realm of possibility to ask them? Listen, I know you finished, but would you like to sniff some underwear? Okay, that's a no.
That's all right. That's gone the whole nother. Brian, what do you mean? Do the streaking thing during 2 nerds?
True story. Have streaked.
You have?
Yeah. Didn't I tell you that?
No.
In Pasadena?
No. Tell us the story.
See if Emily, my old roommate friend from a long, long time ago, well, current friend, whatever, but she'll attest. One July 4th, we would, after many rounds of shot patrol, which is something we used to do, I'd carry around a big jug of tequila and say, "Shot patrol, do a shot." That's when, in a time when you could just drink out of the same bottle with other people before worrying about Corona.
That's not even the first thing I thought of. The first thing I thought of was like, God, you were a freaking drunkie.
Well, to finish that story, it got to the point in the night where I'm like, we're going streaking. And it was inspired by the movie, Will Ferrell, I think Old School. And it was disastrous because no one went with me. So I went half a block, came back. That was it. Knock on the door. Oh, man.
That's like a really letdown of a
That's
story.
a TMI nerd story.
Nobody saw you naked. except all your friends at
yeah,
the house.
yeah.
And also, I'm bothered by the fact that the friends at the house saw you naked.
Yeah, I know, right? What are you gonna do? Tequila.
Jason, they're not maids. They're cleaning engineers. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Proper. Oh, should we check on
And Brian said divorce his beep beep if he doesn't like it. If we broke up over all the things I love that you don't like, or vice versa, we would never have made it this far.
I've forced myself to like the things that you want me to like.
What? Why would you force yourself to like something that someone else likes?
Well, because we love each other.
Just be like, no, you're like, you love South Park. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll make myself like it because you like it. No, I hate South Park.
You really should like South Park.
It's terrible.
No, it's not.
I'm sure every guy on here likes South Park.
Look, it evolved as a show. It's become a smart show.
I think I lost our Facebook people. Oh, no, I didn't. They're still there.
Oh. Okay. Oh, do we have comments?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. They're here. Hi, guys, on Facebook side.
Who's on Facebook, please?
Justine just finished upload. What did you think? Was it not the best?
Is there a point where I can talk about it? I want to talk about that ending.
Kristen, hi. You're still with us. Sorry, guys. We totally lost you, and now you're here, and we see all your comments. Yeah, Kristen likes my pink headphones. There's 3 Santa Claus movies now. Yes. Number 1 and number 2, I love. Number 3, you can skip, but it's terrible.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus 3. It's horrible.
Brian, thoughts?
And Maria, long sleeves. Have we fixed the AC? It's actually a very cool morning today.
Cool for her. I'm already starting to schwitz.
You could do that in snow.
Yes. Love me some snow. That's why I live in LA.
Brian McKee says the smartest thing John ever said. What was that too? What did I miss?
Probably forcing myself to like stuff. That's my guess.
No, okay. So, but back to that topic, okay? Like, it's not, Justine says, I want to talk about upload. I want more. Yes.
We all want more upload. Jason, you finished that too, right?
It has been confirmed there's a season 2, so we will get more upload. Assuming COVID doesn't cause everybody to not get back to work.
It's crazy that the same guy that did Space Force did upload.
Yeah, because Space Force, but he also has been doing things since The Simpsons whatever. So he's pretty much a genius.
Yes.
If you look at his IMDb, Greg Daniels doesn't even have that much, but everything on there is like pow, 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 pow.
Mm-hmm. Justine, what did you like most about Upload? At least the first season.
And how do I know now too that maybe you didn't really like Upload? Maybe you're just saying you liked Upload. You forced yourself to like it because I liked it.
Oh my God. So I guess it's not the best thing I've ever said.
And Brian McKee, South Park, was that the smartest thing he ever said? Or is that just you're agreeing that you like South Park?
I don't know. But Jason did finish Upload as well. Can we talk about it?
I think at this point we can talk about it.
No, but okay, all right.
What do you want to talk about? We kind of already talked about it.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Big spoiler. No, I can't. It's just the crux of the whole thing. I can't do it. Okay. Moving on because I can't. Dang it.
You said you had something that you wanted to bring up at the beginning of the show.
Yes. So, I was railing about just, we did toxic masculinity on gaming last week, right? So another thing I find myself doing a lot is just getting lost in comments on social media, just everywhere. Now, some places, obviously, I get stuck on purpose and I deep dive into things that I shouldn't probably and just get angry. Arr. But there are other places that I'm like, oh, really? And I want to show you right now. So there was a Disney Plus ad in my Facebook feed.
Okay.
And there's 300 plus comments. And
on an ad.
The ad just featured the Star Wars universe. And it was just this really great edit of all the movies.
Okay.
It's just a joyous, the songs cresting. And I'm like, oh God, do I even want to click on the comments? I didn't because I wanted to save it for now.
Oh man.
Is it possible that these comments can come out clean and pristine? Because Disney Plus, I know in the past has not filtered anything out. So here we go. You ready?
Okay.
I'm hopeful.
Okay.
All right.
Get to it.
Okay, getting to it. Here's the ad. I'll turn. Okay, for over 1,000 generations, blah, 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 blah. Here are the comments.
Wow, this is the longest build up to some comments.
It's funny because, okay, here's the very first one, the most relevant. It's funny because those were the droids they were looking for. Okay. The first one, not so bad. Jedi Fallen Order should be turned into a movie. It was so good, the whole game felt like a prequel.
I liked that too.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Maybe you should look at these first.
A true fan would already own all 6 Star Wars movies. The other 3 suck.
Okay, we're done with this.
All right.
You should have really looked those up before you brought it to air. It was very much a letdown.
No, they started to get negative like I thought.
What's crazy is like when you see, say, like, I don't know, a shirt, an ad for a shirt, and there's like 1,000 comments. I don't look at them because I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole of like, why are people angry about this shirt?
Right.
But it's crazy. Like, people have an opinion about everything.
It's an ad for Disney Plus for all the movies where you think it'd be a safe space, not for someone to say, I love Star Wars, but that one sucked.
Well, especially with Star Wars. And Jason says, why would anyone be hopeful on internet comments? It could be a video about cats and people would be screaming about communism somehow. Seriously, it's freaking ridiculous.
All right. I don't know why I embarked down the comment.
But I mean, it is, but it kind of goes back to what we were talking about the last week with like, even just, it's there's a protection from the internet that people just say whatever the frick they want.
But Facebook is not too anonymous. I mean, like the people's picture, like, oh, that's.
Yeah, but I think even people on Facebook, they comment, they say things that they wouldn't say to your face. You know, like if I was like sitting across from you having coffee and we just barely know each other, like we barely know each other on Facebook, and I said, you know, like I voted for Elizabeth Warren, you wouldn't be like, you're a terrible, horrible piece of human trash. But they would probably do it on Facebook, right or wrong.
Okay.
I just think that there's something about that people think they're safe behind, and we can. I'm the first. I'm unfriending people left and right. I'm actually like, thank you for letting me know you're a jerk.
How do teenagers survive in this world?
I would never want to be a teenager with social media.
I'm thinking back to when we were teenagers.
Hard enough. It's hard enough.
And like going to a dance seemed like the most daunting thing ever. Now you have to navigate 7 different social media things. And like what once was like an in-person, like, oh my God, this is all awkward. But
I don't know how old you are, Justine, but were you was social media around when you were in high school or college? I'm wondering because
right.
She's probably the youngest.
We need a younger perspective right now.
She seems young and youthful, unlike us old fogies.
What was the closest thing to social media we had?
I remember in college we just had like AIM just came out.
In high school we had 3-way calling, and I think that was the closest thing we had to social media.
Yeah.
Are you on? Yeah.
Or like, oh yeah, like you would just say, "Don't talk. I'm going to call so and so."
I
you
did
just
that.
Listen.
Yeah.
That you're right. That was the way of mean
Do
social
you
media.
do you like him?
Don't you think they're a jerk? And try to get them to say mean things.
People would catch on though. They were like, "He's on the other line, isn't he?"
You were really bad at it then.
Yes.
That's because you don't like to lie.
No.
I would think anyway. Because you're a good actor. Good actor, bad liar.
Well, thank you.
That's the last compliment.
I know. I know. Wow.
It's over.
This is recorded.
Sending codes on beepers, Brian says. We used to do that. Did you have a beeper?
Oh.
I did.
You were important.
I had the pager where we would try to do codes on it, but then I got the fancy pager where you could call my pager and wait on hold, and it would alert me that someone's holding, and I would pull over to a payphone really fast and put in money and call, like, and then it would connect us. And then they'd be like, "What you doing?" They're like, "I want to kill you right now."
Jason, Higgy, Eric, anyone who's listening from
also, did we all notice that I just did this?
Yeah. Why did none of us have pagers? None of us. Like
too dorky.
Well, we were tech guys.
Yeah. And you seemed cool in the photos I saw when you were younger.
Thanks.
But you were a dorky, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were like the really hot guy who didn't like know how to talk to girls. Was that you?
I've always known. I've never known. Let's see.
Jason says in high school it was all about the numerous notes being passed around.
Yes.
Did you guys ever get caught passing a note that was embarrassing or anything?
Nah. I don't think I passed too many notes because I didn't want to get
either,
caught.
Yeah.
I didn't miss a day of
I
school.
hated high school. I really hated junior high school the most, but I hated high school.
Everyone hated junior high.
Oh,
Everyone.
was it the worst?
Yes, it's those 2 years of like puberty where nothing worked. Like elementary school, yeah, we know our recess and a little bit of learning.
Suddenly, there's
and then high school is like, okay, we got sports, we got to think of college, blah, 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 do this, do that. Middle school is just like,
I remember I was being bullied by this like really oafish girl in junior high.
Oh, you got to call her oafish.
Yeah, she was oafish.
Real mature.
And then she was like best friends with this guy who was also kind of a bully, and he really liked me. So I remember being like, fine, I'll be his girlfriend, so they'll all stop bullying. And yeah, that's junior high for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's Facebook got for us?
Justine says, I had a beeper in early high school and got a cell phone when I was like 16.
What?
There wasn't even cell phones, like accessible cell phones at 16 for us. You had to be rich. College was when we finally could get cell phones.
Yeah.
It's funny that you had a beeper, even though you could have a cell phone at 16. It was a green flip phone, Ericsson with the gray screen, no texting.
How many people played Snake on their phone?
Oh, of course. Snake was the thing, right?
Yes.
It's addictive.
Now I just get mad playing Words with Friends with you.
Yeah, but I beat you all the time.
Oh, that is not true.
Brian says the trick was passing notes in another language. Oh, you're that smart.
What?
I was not that smart.
Yeah, me either.
Maria said she had a pager as well.
What? Maria?
So just
hold on. Whoa. You did not have a pager. I know the era of you and pagers. You did not have a pager. When you're what?
Secrets are about to come out.
Oh, let's get into it.
But Justine was in college when the Facebook started, and she kept saying the because it was the Facebook when it first started. One is the first. It's the first school involved. You needed to have an email with an edu, and you could only be friends with people in your own school. I remember that from the movie The Social Network. I did not join Facebook until I moved to LA in 2000. Well, I moved here in 2001, but it was probably like 2003 or 4.
Wait, Facebook didn't come out until like 2007 or 8.
That's not true. Because,
yes, it is.
Because I remember the person who got me to do Facebook, I was still acting back then. Maybe wait, what year did you say?
Well, there was Friendster, and then there was MySpace before there was Facebook. Are you sure you didn't join one of the others?
No, it was definitely Facebook. So, but what year did you say? 2007?
2007, 8, right?
I guess maybe I was still acting then. I just remember it was like one of the last things I ever acted in. And that director was like, you need to get on Facebook. And like, I was bored one day on set, and that's when I set my Facebook up. I was late to it, I think.
You get those 10-year reminders of like, this is what you posted on this day.
I know. And you're like,
posted some weird, stupid stuff 10 years ago.
I can't believe all the stuff I used to post.
Like, I guess an early form of memes I used to post back then, like not even a meme. It was like a picture of Elmo, like hanging from a ceiling in a chair that's tipped over. Know why I would post that.
I don't know that I even know you.
But it was funny
there's nothing about it that sounds like it would be funny.
All right. I don't know why I brought that up.
Justine said MySpace was big. Yeah, we did MySpace. We were in that crowd. And hotornot.com.
What?
Meet new people on Hot or Not.
Wait, yeah, you'd swipe left. Wait, was that the first swipe?
Was that before like Tinder and everything?
Hot or Not? I think that paved the way for Tinder, if I'm not mistaken.
She said Facebook made a comeback in 2007.
Ryan McKee helping us out, 2004 Facebook. So you were more right. I think we split the difference. I think we're both right.
Well, yeah, because Justin also says 2004, but it made a comeback in 2007-ish.
Oh, it had to make a comeback?
Don't call it a comeback.
Ooh.
Maria, about her pager, says when she was 19, she had one. She said she had to carry a pager for her first 10 years at her current job.
What?
Well, at her current job, she's in a hospital, so everybody had pagers for a while.
But
before like cell phones were a thing.
At that time, you're working at like Bed Bath and Body Works or something.
She said she had one when she was 19, and then she had one for the first 10 years of her job. She's had one twice in her life.
Okay.
Why?
Join
the conversation.
Join the conversation.
Catch up.
I just don't remember her ever having a pager. And
Maybe she didn't want you to know she had one. Were you hiding it from your mom? Did your mom know? She probably knew you would tell on her, Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
Maria has a pager. Why would I do that?
You want everybody to follow the rules. Do everything properly.
I've had it up to here with your rules.
Okay. Are we done talking about stupid face?
I guess so.
You've been wait. Oh, Aunt Debbie says you've been in LA for over 20 years already. Yeah.
You and me both.
Yeah,
wait.
wow. I came here in 2001.
No, I came here in 2002. Wow. So it's not been 20 years.
But it's pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's cray.
It's like half our life.
I was in New York for the 2 years before. I graduated college in 98. Went to...
Me too, up high.
Did you?
Yes.
Why did you graduate the same year I did when you graduated high school?
Because I took 5 years, okay? And I got shamed for it at the time.
Why? Were you like too busy partying and drinking?
Thank you. No, maybe I enjoyed
too many
college.
Dungeons and Dragons late nights?
Maybe.
You didn't pass your test?
I'll say this about college. I spent 5 years there. I should have spent maybe 1 or 2 more because it was awesome.
I hated it.
College is freaking the best.
I hated, like, I was in theater, so it was very cliquey. They all had their little cliques. I didn't like college.
That's what I say about high school.
But the funny thing is, a lot of people who were weird in college, like who didn't really want to talk to me, are like on Facebook, they're friends with me. You just gotta, I guess people grow up, I guess.
How do you not like college?
I didn't drink. I didn't do like parties.
Well, there you go.
I just wanted to get it over with and get on with my life. Because the minute I graduated, I got a job that I could make enough. I was a manager at Captain D's. Do you guys have Captain D's where you are?
We do not.
We don't have them here. I was a manager there, even though I don't even eat seafood. It was seafood. But I was like, I could get a manager job, which paid more than normal minimum wage jobs. And then I went to New York within a year. I was like, out.
You know what you were missing in college?
Hmm.
A good Dungeons and Dragons group.
Maybe.
Yep.
I don't think I would have done Dungeons and Dragons. No, I don't think I was like. I'm more
we were
nerdy now.
We were very low on the female representatives.
Did you ever try to get girls to come play?
Did we? I think maybe once.
Did they say yes?
And we were pretty nerdy. I remember being in student council, and one time as our delegation entered, we played the Imperial March.
Wow. I'm surprised you ever had a girlfriend before me.
Girl.
No wonder you're so obsessed with boobies. You went for it and then you thought about Mama Curtis watching, didn't you?
Hello, family friendly.
So about Maria says about the beeper, mom knew and used it all the time. You were at UNR and too cool to keep in touch.
Oh God.
No, he wasn't too cool. He was too busy playing Dungeons and Dragons, as we just
apparently, which is a lot more fun than messing with a pager.
That's kind of crazy.
Boop, 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 boop.
You went to
hello.
You went to
I spent 10 minutes on my pager. Need you.
You went to college and didn't really keep in touch with your family while you were gone. But now
okay, that statement categorically false.
Because now I don't think there's like a day that goes by that you're not texting back and forth with them.
Thank you, Mom. You hear that? I have to get
better than me because I don't text anybody.
Hear that too?
I'll text my sister if something really ridiculous happens. So we're watching The Simpsons, and Springfield suddenly was not the worst city to live in. It had moved up to the second to the worst city. And Homer goes, "Take that, East St. Louis." I had to text my sister because we're from East St. Louis, and she thought that was hilarious too. So poor East St. Just always getting the bad end of the stick.
Answer me this, nerds. When calling your mom or your family.
But really quick, I want to just say Jason Smith says no about Dungeons and Dragons. No, we didn't. We played in the all-male dorms, and you couldn't get girls in after a certain time.
That is true. Lincoln Hall. which had a haunted basement, by the way.
Was it really haunted?
I mean, people were killed there back in colonial times.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It's Nevada. There were no colonial times.
All right, what were you gonna say?
Nerds, does it count when you're interacting with your family units, specifically maybe mothers who want you to call and interact with them more often? Does it count when you send them funny stuff? A funny comment or a funny picture?
I would
or a
say
link to a funny
counts
thing
because
you're interacting.
Well, you're interacting and you thought of them. Like you actually went, oh my gosh, like my sister would think this is funny.
Right.
And that is better than like, hey, I'm calling you because I feel guilty because I should call you, or I need to say thank you for the thing you sent. Like my poor grandma, I love her dearly, but like we only tend to call her when we need to call her to say thank you for something, which is horrible. It's horrible.
You should call more. That's terrible of you.
Yeah, I do love my grandma though. My Aunt Debbie knows though. Grandma, that's Aunt Debbie's mom, and poor grandma, man. You get on the phone and she's just so sad all the time. And you're just like, I feel total guilt for not getting out there to visit.
What a bummer.
I know.
Call her right after the show.
I'll let you call her.
Monster.
Justine says we had haunted dorms at UConn. Deaths that happened during colonial times. What is with these colleges?
Well,
and
UConn could
times?
legit have colonial times. Nevada can't.
Well, what's with the deaths?
I mean, hey, if you go to a school that existed 250 years ago, then, you know, stuff happens.
Our school, I went to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Our school felt newer. I mean, it had been around for a while, but a lot of it, like all these like other buildings were popping up. Like it really felt newer than I think probably the schools you guys went to.
Yeah.
And it's crazy is this SIUE is in the middle of corn, like basically there's just corn everywhere,
Right.
But it became this huge college town because it had, these dorms that were really built up really nice. It had this single family housing. So like I was able to live in an actual apartment on campus. It was like my own little place. Yeah. Like it was pretty snazzy, but it wasn't a great apartment. I mean, it was kind of crappy, but the fact that you could do it for cheap, and
you're not going to have colonial deaths. In
I don't think we
have
have
like
colonial
that.
deaths. No. We did have really angry geese though. Anybody who's watching this, do you remember the angry geese at SIUE?
Manzanita Hall. We had angry geese.
Did you? And like if you went, they would just chase you and try to kill you.
Those geese meant business.
Why do they have geese on college campuses?
That was my goose.
Why is that a thing? Oh my God. No, just no. The key, I feel bad. I was a jock in college, missed out all the nerd stuff, but I rooted for the nerds in Revenge of the Nerds, if that helps.
It does help. Helps out a lot.
What did you play?
Yeah, what did you play?
I'm trying to picture you as a jock because I only know you as like the big nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what? Can you picture Brian as a jock?
So you know what? Let's give. You don't want to do that till the end? I wanted to do one now.
Well, we're doing our giveaways, but I want to do it to the masses.
Okay.
So
we mentioned that because Brian is an owner of Celtic Storm Designs and he does awesome stuff.
Like these little cool things that I don't want to give away. Well, Slytherin, you can have Slytherin.
We got to have a Slytherin in our audience one day.
I thought we did. Didn't someone tell us they were Slytherin?
Huh.
But yeah, we're going to give those away later. Where are we at? Okay, what?
Go ahead.
Brian said he played football.
Ooh.
He was a super jock. You played
Played
football.
foosball.
Super jock. What did you say? You have something?
Nope. I was going to go to nerd news, but I think you have something.
Nope. I have nerd news.
Nerd news. Oh.
This is the nerd news.
Just always gets old. Okay.
And we know you can hear it this time. Yes. Go ahead with your nerd news.
Well, remember when it might have been Jason. It was somebody who in our audience was talking. We were talking about, you said something like a sitcom with dinosaurs wouldn't work. And then we were like, remember there was a sitcom with dinosaurs?
Okay.
And
I remember the conversation.
And do you remember the show, the dinosaur show?
It was a multi-camera, right? It was multi-camera and people wore dinosaur suits. Yeah.
It was like Muppets, but yeah.
Okay. But big.
Well, anyway, you're gonna remember it soon because it's coming to Disney Plus.
Wow. As a
So-
reboot?
No, just as the show was. So now we
Oh.
can revisit it and remember what it was like.
Do we really want to?
I always remembered it as like Roseanne with Muppets, so I kind of want to watch it. So Apple Plus brought out the new Fraggle Rock. I lasted 5 minutes.
Oh, that sucks because I really wanted to see it, and you were just so down about it.
One, it was like quarantine style, so like the dozers had made these little contraptions so that everybody could talk to each other because they were in quarantine.
Why in the hell would Fraggles be?
So I know. What I think they're doing is they're making it for little kids. Now, I don't remember it being for little kids. I thought it was more storylines and more fun, even though it was like, made for little kids, but you could watch it as an older kid.
I feel like we watched it in our 20s again and still liked it.
This felt like they were making it for Sesame Street age kids, and they wanted them to feel like, oh, look, the Fraggles are in quarantine too, like I am.
This is part of a broader conversation. Stuff like that. Do we like it? Does it not hold up?
Well, think about Sesame Street. I mean, like the shows, or like the idea of
The shows themselves. All of that stuff back then.
Well, I was thinking more like, what do you feel about the idea of putting, when you use, I thought you meant like, do you want to do quarantine on Sesame Street? Do you want to show kids?
No. If you have the ability
But
and means
Sesame Street has been known for, like, they tackled Mr. Hooper's
yeah,
death.
okay.
They had a tornado that took Big Bird's house down. Like, they were known for going, here, you're not alone.
I'll give Sesame Street a pass for that, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So maybe it's okay that Fraggle Rock was doing this quarantine thing. I just was like, this felt like for little kids, and I can't watch it. And I was really disappointed.
That does suck. What was the show I just passed to you that I want to watch with you? It's like animated castles,
crossed something.
Cross swords.
Yeah,
Right.
something. I'll look it up while you talk about what you were going to say.
Oh, that's it.
Well, why did you bring it up?
Well, I was watching Robotech, which you can stream now on Amazon, like the whole thing, the TV cartoon serial drama that I watched when I was in the 80s. And I still love it, but then some of it's like, oh man, it's really...
Yeah, he brought me in to show me this one clip, and I was grossed out, and I will never watch it.
What was it?
Where the niece or whatever was like hugging like on her uncle's lap or cousin's lap and like being all in love with him.
Min-May and her cousin Kyle kind of got together, kind of didn't. Like Kyle wanted to marry her. It was really weird. Anyway.
But yet he loves the show. She was literally sitting on his lap like this, like, you better never get married because I would be so jealous.
Yeah, I wasn't when I brought her to watch that, I wasn't defending it. I was like, can you believe I was watching? Like,
no, but then you kept watching it and you're still watching it.
Well, because there's a lot of cool Robotech action.
All right, what's your next nerd news?
Oh, okay.
Wait, Jason says Sesame Street combines with CNN to engage kids with discussion about current events like quarantine and race issues. That's actually really cool.
They did? Or are doing it? Oh.
I think that's really like, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure there's some parents who are like, I'm not letting my kid watch Sesame Street now. But it's like, okay, goodbye.
But
Sesame Street's always been at the forefront, though, of like making sure there was diversity, and
they were at to a certain point on PBS, and then when they went to HBO, and HBO was like, all right, here you go, whoosh, do whatever you want.
Oh, that's great.
WNBC.
And then, so back to the show you were talking about was Crossing Swords. It's a new show it's on Hulu. I don't know if it's a Hulu show. Higgy says, I watched all of Crossing Swords. It's medieval robot chicken, but super horny. So I'm not going to like it.
What?
You're going to love it.
No, come on. You have to give it a chance.
on.
Please, just give it a chance.
This is the point where he wants me to like something because he likes it. Not happy.
That would be fair. Okay, just give it a fair shake. How about that?
I watched 10 minutes before you asked me, and I was just like, but fine. I'll give it one episode.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Maybe two.
We watched Central Park. It's a new show on Apple Plus that's created by Josh Gad and some other big person who did like Bob's Burgers or something.
Yeah,
right?
the Bob's Burger creator did the show
with Josh Gad, and it's very much up my alley in that it's original music, original musical, very Broadway. The first episode's pretty fun, even though I would rather see it live action than as cartoon. But even that, like we're in episode 2, I'm like,
Well, they had really catchy songs in the first episode, and then it was just, how do you come up with original songs for a whole season of shows? Like at least with Zoe's, like what's it called? The Zoe's what?
Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist.
At least with that show, they're taking existing songs. They can just pull that out of like a repertoire of the history of songs. I
don't know if Chris Edgar is still on here, but Chris Edgar and I are determined to make a live action musical that's like basically the breakout rock opera type of thing. Something where every week there's new songs, there's original songs, and someone like Chris Edgar can pull them back. He's just like, here's another one.
You say that, but when you're
another one.
I mean, writers have
I don't know, man.
That's ambitious.
I think it's
just
it's so much more creative than doing songs we already know. The hard part is getting people into it, because with songs we already know, we have a nostalgia, so we automatically like Zoe's.
I think for 3 episodes you could churn out those songs, but it's gonna get hard to come up with new material all the time. All right.
Blah.
All right.
Maria says that her and her husband were Bob and Linda for Halloween one year. And Justine loves Bob's Burgers. See, I just don't get it.
Well, you haven't given Bob's Burgers a chance. And neither have I, so we should. Yeah. You like Simpsons?
It's different.
It's not that different.
Here's what it is. Those shows, every time I watch those kind of shows, like King of the Hill, whatever, they're pushing for jokes. Simpsons isn't pushing for jokes. Simpsons just freaking out there. Like they just are being these weird characters in a world. You know, like every time we watch it, we're like, Homer, oh my God, I want to strangle you so bad. But we can't stop watching it.
God, that guy. He deep fried his shirt at the fair.
Okay, what was your other news?
Wait, I think we got to catch up.
No, we're caught up.
Okay. Let's see. You did yours. Coronavirus could upend traditional work weeks. That's right.
That's not gonna change you.
Yeah, it is. Work less, get paid the same. Shorter work weeks. Aren't we all excited about this?
It doesn't work that way for people on hourly wages, though. It only works that way for salaried people.
I didn't think this through when I saw the article.
So if you work at, say, Disney, and you're paid $50,000 a year, and you only have to work 4 days instead of 5, you're still getting paid $50,000 a year. Your job, if you don't show up on Friday, you don't get paid for Friday.
This is a very short segment of nerd news.
But also, they say that, but the thing is, what I've noticed is when you work at home, you actually work more. Because if you're at work, you work, you do all your work between 9 and 5, and then usually you can go home and let it go for the most part. Some of us still couldn't do that. But when you're at home, there's no boundaries. So you're just constantly working. That's why I love that I brought my workout into the garage and I leave my computer here now. So when I go in there, it's like, sure, I'm still doing a couple emails on the phone, but it's not like I'm stressing. Like I'm out here for 8 hours, like stressed and dripping sweat from trying to get everything done.
I think the story I was reading had indicated that people were more productive with a little extra rest time, which is what every other country was doing.
It's true. But like Brian says, it's not going to happen with most careers. It's just not.
Darn it. I was so excited when I saw it. I don't know why I didn't think that through. I know why. I'm dumb. Thank you. What else you got?
I have. So I don't know if you guys saw the news that Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jason, this is what you wrote.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Tuesdays.
Are we done? Are we moving on? Do you want to go back?
Guess so.
Are we having a show? Are you having a private conversation with Jason over there? What are we doing?
Please continue.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger decided he got kicked out of Gold's Gym, his precious Gold's Gym, because he wouldn't wear a mask.
Arnold, why?
I know, Arnold, you're supposed to be an example for the rest of the world. And
dude, the gyms are so our gym opened and we had a conversation. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back, right? It's just like one of the highest risk things you can do, except for the bar.
Work at a bar or go to a bar and then go to a gym right underneath it.
Everyone's touching everything. Everyone's coughing everywhere.
Sweating everywhere.
Sweating everywhere. Everyone's juices are mingled together. Yep.
Ugh.
Said it.
I know that you will work out better if you go, like you're back in your routine and it's good for you, but it's just so, I keep telling him he's a wait until he's back at the bar. At least then he's back out in the world.
But wearing a mask would be the easiest, like, You're
But
not.
then what about your hands? And then you do this
No,
thing
no,
on the
no, no,
thing.
I get
and
it,
then
I
you
get
go
it, I
like this
get
to
it.
wipe sweat off because you forgot.
But at least if I cough, I'm not coughing onto the machine. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
less
though.
worried about you giving it to someone than you getting it from nasty people,
Yeah.
grody people.
Can't play basketball. That's not
I
open.
told him, I was like, wear gloves.
Can't post up. I'm guarding.
I'm unguarding.
No, guarding
I know.
basketball. Oh,
I know.
Man.
It was bad. Brian says he's only wore a mask 2 times since it started. One on the plane home and one for the MRI Monday. And Higgy says, I've gone back to the gym. No one wears a mask.
Oy. There's spikes everywhere. Careful out there.
Oh, no. Justine's even worse, what she said.
What?
After she said, Arnold, have you seen his videos? He was promoting stay-at-home quarantine. The videos are mostly him in his hot tub kissing his goats and llamas and ponies and dogs.
Arnold. Wait, what animals did you just list?
He's kissing his goats and llamas and ponies and dogs.
What? Why would you kiss?
Please look up an Arnold Schwarzenegger video right now. Send us a link right now. Just I know
Llamas and goats? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I'm sure he lives on like a humongous like what's it called? Not
Not a
plantain.
plantation.
Yeah, like but that kind of place, like a large giant.
That's not the right word you want to use.
Well, people still have these like plantation homes.
Yes.
We talked about how the women are wanting to have these plantation weddings, and we're just like, no, that needs to stop. Nasty. He says Arnold posts videos of llamas all the time. They run around his house. So weird. It's just, he said they're on his Facebook page if you want to go to his Facebook page. Okay, fine, Justine. It's a ranch. But it's big, right? Like it's like a huge. All right, when you find one, we'll show them. And then I have another nerd news. Oh, did you find one?
Yes, but I'll cue it up. Go ahead.
No, if you've got it.
But I'm queuing it up because it's not working.
Oh, okay. So Spaceballs. Oh no, you have it. You've got it. Go ahead. I'll hit the button.
Okay.
I'll hit the button.
Okay. Oops.
I'll hit the button.
Okay. Sorry.
I'll hit the button.
Okay.
This is him with the tech. John Tech Curtis.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. I messed it up. See, look. Okay. Paused.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go big
Yeah.
or go home? I can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
To myself, we have to be prepared for this. And don't bite my finger. Come on now. I have a little.
And years later, the state was able to access those masks and ventilators.
Well, yes. So what would happen was.
I have more questions. One is like, why is Jimmy Kimmel dressed that way?
I would just
And
YouTube
he
the
just
first
has
thing.
those animals in his house, just like inside, hanging out.
I
Do
guess.
they poop on the floor?
He's got enough money to have poop keepers.
Confused. I really want to see these weird hot tub. Him in the hot tub kissing his llamas. It's weird. It's weird.
Is that a euphemism?
Brian says he's a farm kid. He kissed his animals all the time, then ate them. LOL bacon.
Bacon.
No. So Spaceballs.
Yes.
Did you know that before Mel Brooks made Spaceballs, he sent Lucas the script because he was scared of getting sued and he wanted permission?
Really?
And George Lucas says, yes, it's fine, do it, but you can't do any merchandising.
Oh, smart.
But that's jacked up.
Why is that jacked up?
Lucas isn't gonna lose his merchandising, any money off of that if Spaceballs also has action figures.
Are you buying a Yoda figurine if you could buy the
Yes, I'm gonna buy Star
Spaceballs
Wars.
Schwartz guy?
I'm gonna buy Star Wars instead of Spaceballs. Yes. That's
you only have
greedy-
enough money to buy one. You just saw Spaceballs. You're gonna buy the Schwartz.
No, I'm not. And even if you do, you're still gonna go buy all the Star Wars stuff.
What was the Yoda's name in Spaceballs? I forget.
I don't know. I've only watched it once. You know me, it's not that kind of movie, but Jason, I think this goes back to our kissing llamas in the hot tub. You have to do whatever you need to not get cabin fever during quarantine. And maybe you need llamas and John to wear makeup.
Hey, I almost did today.
He did. He wanted to come with full Darth Maul face.
Yeah. So what you said, accurate.
Higgy said he said yogurt. Is that the name of the was that the name of the yogurt character? Was yogurt? Jason, that's probably why they were making jokes about Spaceballs merchandise in the movie. Oh. But although when the article I read, they said the one guy in the movie is obsessed with merchandise. But I don't know if maybe they didn't realize that was put in after. Maybe that was put in after. Because that's freaking hilarious. Mm-hmm. Mel Brooks is a genius. I'm not a fan of his movies, but I think he's a genius.
I just pray one day I can get you to watch History of the World.
I've watched almost every movie he's made. And I'm just like, it's a different kind of humor.
It's good to be the king.
I think that's no. Do I have more nerd news?
I got more nerd news.
That's all my nerd news.
Scientists say the most likely number of contactable alien civilizations is 36.
Break that down into more.
So, like back in the 70s, maybe 80s, I forget, they calculated all the numbers of possible civilizations in our galaxy, of communicating with other civilizations.
Okay.
So based on the amount of stars in our galaxy, based on the amount of planets around those stars, based on the proximity of those planets to create habitable life, they came up with a mathematical equation that said, this is how many civilizations can communicate like us. So there are 36 other Earths out there possible.
But that's on science we have now.
Yes.
So there's probably hundreds of other.
They said it was very conservative, the estimate, but we may be contacted sometime soon.
It's just like that thing you said though the other day about the every so many 157 days or something.
That's right. Yeah.
You get the signal.
The signal. Yep.
Things are too far away. We can't get to them.
We've only for like 100 years we've been broadcasting communications since we've been broadcasting television signals or whatever, but or radio signals. So 100 light years out from Earth is the only amount of distance that, and that's only like one system. So Alpha Centauri, I believe.
I mean, if the Earth doesn't explode in 2020, I think the big finale, the 2020 season finale, is maybe the series finale.
2020 is going to end with an earthquake that reveals an alien.
No. Oh my gosh. Tell me you have that photo handy of the aliens that were like, oh, we're up next.
I don't have it handy.
It's so hilarious.
So there's this alien. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's just like these aliens that were super nervous.
And that one. I was thinking of a different one.
No, I like those. The aliens are super nervous. And it was like 2020. And then they're like, oh, we're so nervous. We're up next.
We're up next.
It's so cute.
I was thinking of the one. There was an alien on the couch, like slouched with, like a hand down the pants, watching TV. And they're like, this isn't a 2020 Earth is lit.
2020 is something else. Well, hopefully we're here with you again. Our final Wednesday show is next Wednesday.
Oh yes, because we're moving.
Yes,
nerds.
And then we're going to take off the following week for 4th of July holiday, and then we're going to be back on Saturdays at 11. But next week,
Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Next week is our last Wednesday show.
Yes.
So if the Earth is still around,
we'll be here to have a superhero fight.
If none of our, oh, you didn't get your superhero fight today.
What do you mean I didn't?
You want to do one?
Oh, we're doing a superhero fight.
All right, we'll do a quick one.
Yes.
Let's hope that he doesn't win.
Go ahead.
Picking a white.
Uh-huh. Oh.
You do like it or you don't like it?
I mean, these are okay. Oh well, what do you got?
I've got Rain Man.
Dude is smart.
You
already have a one up on me.
Although
I have a soccer mom.
You've got a Karen.
All right. That's our setup, guys. This is our superhero fight. One from the beginning, one from the end.
This is really bad because my mic is on these. Okay. Rain Man's superpowers are, oh my gosh, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I have Rain Man on a gravy boat and can be totally silent.
Well, then I might actually win this. Okay. I'm a soccer mom with super endurance and no arms.
Soccer moms don't use their arms, they use their mouth. I cannot believe I'm helping you win this.
Yes. I have no arms.
Soccer moms are complaining to the manager and
Hi,
creating
you're Rain
havoc.
Man. I'd like to speak to your manager. Please. I think I win this fight, guys.
Well, Rain Man he doesn't.
Well, if Rain Man can,
He's on a gravy boat.
it says he can be totally silent.
I know, but he's on a gravy. What's he doing?
Doesn't mean he won't talk.
What's he doing on a gravy boat?
The gravy boat is irrelevant.
He just in a gravy boat.
But my
about-
powers of soccer mom do not affect Rain Man. What do you think, guys?
Oh, because she talks a lot, but that doesn't matter because he just would be logical about it.
Yeah.
That might make sense. I don't know. I need help from these guys. I just think this is the weirdest combination.
So soccer mom is yelling. She's got super endurance. She can yell forever.
I think she would win. I'm going to lose myself. I shouldn't be helping you, but I think she's going to win because she would just be so obnoxious until Rain Man was like, I got to go. I got to go.
That's true. The gravy boat counteracts the orange slices and Capri Sun. That's true. That's true. You got that. I'm still thinking with the endurance, the soccer mom wins. She's got super endurance.
Maybe if we could put a thing, what are we fighting over? Maybe that could be the thing that helps us.
Look, fighting a regular soccer mom is hard enough.
But are they fighting like a fist fight?
Well, she's got no arms. She's
But
gonna
that's what I'm
lose.
saying. Like, what's the fight? What's the battle?
Oh, you're right.
Is
If it's a verbal fight, I win. If it's a physical fight, you win.
well, you may not win in a verbal fight because Rain Man would just be so logical that soccer mom wouldn't be able to take it.
Definitely.
What's the fight though? What are they battle? Are like, is it like,
You know what? You're right. Rain Man's gonna win this one. It doesn't matter what soccer mom says or how long she says it. He's still Rain Man.
Yep.
He's still Rain Man.
Like, you don't make any sense. I'm going to walk away from this.
I think I just won that fight for you.
Nobody has any counter arguments,
All right.
I guess.
I'm giving this one to you.
Ding, 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 ding,
We're
ding.
tied again.
Be like a ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, that was terrible and horrible and stupid. But Jason says I think Rain Man wins too. So we're gonna go with that.
All right.
Oh, I can't believe you guys stuck with us this whole time. You're amazing.
Hey, don't be a angry duck and give a flying fart. Wait.
He doesn't give a flying fart.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be that duck.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, nerds. Thank
Later.
you.
Bye, nerds. Out of here now.
You've been listening to Two
Bye,
Nerds in a Garage podcast.
Ending the
If you're having
stream.
fun nerding out with us, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts.